I'm in the Nass Valley, and I spent 5 years in northern British Columbia, summers planting trees. And people would tell me, oh, they get on a contract. They'd get on a contract, and they'd be out in the Nass Valley for 3 weeks, and they'd get back in the summertime. Look at this. I can't tell you how breathtaking this is. It's absolutely magnificent. Every corner on this winding road, 60, 80 kilometers an hour, you come around, and I'm in late afternoon, and it's just absolutely incredible. Now, I'm out on some flats, and we have some friends here who've been here. Look. Someone's going to tell me what that is. But we've got 4 paws, 4 toes, and claws. And to me, that's a cinnamon bear. I might be wrong. Pretty cool. I was thinking that I was going to find a place like this to pitch my tent for the night, but it really makes me wonder. Makes me wonder if there's bear track out here, if I'm not better off just sleeping in the car. That's what I did last night. So I'm on a car camper's budget, but damn, look at that. Just incredible view. Can't explain to you. My name is Shannon Douglas. This is while we were asleep. Feels like I'm coming home. It's, I don't know, something profound. I met my friend George 25 years ago, next month in May of 1997 at a cannabis cafe in Vancouver called the Arthrology, and George was painting a mural, traditional, crisp, West Coast style totems in the lake and in the mountains and in the moon, in the trees. And I asked him to tell me about his stories, about his myths. And he said, oh, the things I paint aren't myths. These are real spirits. And we engage with them in our lives. In the same way that, if you're Christian, Jesus is real to you. These spirits are real to us. And I wrote a book called Chasing Quicksilver, partly inspired by that encounter with George. And now, 25 years later, almost to the week, I'm visiting him in the Nass Valley. Those tree planters, they would tell just of like breathtaking. Have you ever planted the Nass? Unbelievable. It's it's incredible. I'm so grateful to be here. And I really believe that certain forces conspired to let me get here, brought me here right now. And I feel a story coming on. Some things seem to be coming into perspective for me. Time to start writing again. I'm going to finish the book. I need a sandwich. I need the bread. The book is the meat, but I need the bread. And this trip, I think, is giving me the chance to think about it, put it together, start to be able to make some comment about, oh, hello, crow. The state of the world. What's going on? We got indigenous decolonization. We got the stories of the residential schools. We've got forces conspiring and creating discord, punishing and punitive. But what is it? What is it? What happened? I stopped and read a sign that described this route, this road that I'm on, that for thousands of years it was a road, a traveling path between the Nass Valley, River Valley, and the Skeena River Valley. And early settlers, a century ago, traveled this road, introduced Western trade, economy. So the money-based, the cash system, abstract value in being able to trade. And for thousands of years, the people who lived in these valleys lived, without money. And how did they do that? Well, they accumulated other things of value to trade. And one of the things that I missed in the last couple of weeks was the Oolakan harvest. The Oolakan harvest is something that the Nisga'a undertake where the Nass River meets the Skeena. Oolakan are fish, they're 4 or 5 inches long, maybe 6 inches long, and they're rich in fat and protein. And Oolakan grease is a highly sought after commodity. You think of it like, if you're old enough to remember cod liver oil. I don't. My mom certainly does and doesn't talk too much about it, but Oolakan grease and Oolakan oil is so rich in omegas that I have a friend swear it helped her beat cancer. One of the protocols that she undertook was to take Oolakan grease daily to help her fight it. And all kinds of other trade, fish, salmon, bear, rendered bear fat, skins, beaver, subsistence. And for thousands of years, that sacred subsistence, that sacred connection and intertwined, we like to romanticize and say balance with nature, but this wasn't an easy life. Long, cold winters, and then modernity. I'm reminded a little bit of the old Dire Straits song, Telegraph Road. Then came the churches, then came the schools, then came the lawyers, and then came the rules. Then came the trains, and the trucks with their loads, and the dirty old track down that Telegraph Road.